Okay, product review time, guys. Today it is the Lazer Bullet 2.0 with controversial visor. Here's the thing, we're gonna do things a little bit differently today. We are gonna head out on the bike. Over the last weekend, Jesse, myself, and Angus have done a couple of crits. We've ridden this helmet for those particular races. Took the camera with me, took some friends with me. We took our visors with us. I came up with that on the spot. Here's how we got on, guys. Yes!
First ride slash race. The old one and this one I run with the solid front, the most aero one. And as soon as you lift it up, like you can feel sucking more air through. That's probably the biggest noticeable difference. Then riding out to the race, the light on the back, I didn't even know it was there until I saw Chris's flashing. It's like, yeah, you got one too. So that's pretty cool. It feels a little heavier, but then it's got the MIPS liner in it and you're holding the visor. So it's kind of to be expected. The weight's still balanced quite well, so you don't really notice it. It's not like it's heavy at the back or heavy at the front, so it's straining. It's quite well balanced, even though you can definitely feel it's a bit heavier. And the final point would be the build quality just feels more solid and nicer. Just the way it sits on your head. Whereas the original build felt a bit lighter, but it felt a bit plasticier. So this just has a more solid, refined feel to it, which I like. I've also tested quite a few TT helmets in the past, and the feel of this and the aerodynamics just from looking at it, I would have no issues running this in a Prologue or even up a Calga. I think it'd be fine as a TT helmet, and I honestly don't think it would be that much slower based on the shape, so that's another thing to consider. So I know you're probably looking at the visor and it's a bit of a matter of opinion, but I've seen a lot of helmets with visors, road helmets with visors, and I think this is pretty reasonable. I won't mention the other ones, but there's a few that have a big front visor and it just looks quite hilarious. I'd say this is pretty mild in terms of a visored helmet, so I actually don't mind it too much.
All right, I need to be honest with you guys. So at this stage, I just have the lens, the visor, resting on the bridge of my nose. I'm pretty sure I can fix that through some adjustments on the helmet itself. Haven't had a huge amount of time to do that. It's not ideal as it is. So you'll probably see me after the race if I talk to the camera. I'll have a little mark on my nose. To be fair to the helmet, I do have a big nose, but we do need to fix that.
We're copying a lot of crosswind here in the park, and I am getting a bit of wind coming underneath the visor, so I'm not convinced that the visor is an everyday option. I think it's more of a race day option, and if you've got a time trial. So if you've got a time trial, put the full shield on the back, full shield on the front closed, visor on, and you've got yourself a TT helmet. The only case I don't think it would work is if you're a pure climber racing in hot conditions and you want a really light climbing helmet. It does have a bit of weight to it, so that's the only case I can think where I wouldn't recommend it. But to everyone else, I give a thumbs up. So where I'll use it this year is I'll probably use it for every road race, probably for the rest of the year. I mean, summer's over for us, so I can't see myself racing in any other helmet for any of the NRS stuff.
So Bullet review, guys. Bullet 2.0 review. Conclusion. I'll give you the conclusion in 45 minutes after racing around Heffron Park.
So we just finished up the race, and look, I'm going to sum this up by, this is a really nice, complete helmet. It really has a lovely fit to it, a really nice quality to it, but there's some issues with it. There definitely is. You can see one of them on the top of my nose. I just can't get that fit right. I will obviously update you as that goes along, but as it stands right now, that's a real issue for me because that hurts. And it's like a reminder of my big schnoz all the time. It's like, oh, bouncing away on top of my nose. So, hey, you have a big nose. The other issue is, so when you're in the aero position, you're going straight ahead, it just feels beautiful. Air just sliding past you. But when the wind's on the side or you're turning around a bit, the air gets underneath the visor and into your eyes, and you can probably see my eyes are a little bit bloodshot, just purely due to some of that wind. So there's some issues there, but they all do surround the visor. And that is, without doubt, the love it or hate it part of this whole thing.
So a little update to finish, guys. I popped a question up on Instagram there, an Instagram story, asking if you had any specific questions about the helmet that we could pop into the review. We're running the MIPS version, which is heavier. So the Z1, which is one of the lightest helmets around, when it's got a MIPS in it, it's about 190 grams. This, with the MIPS in it, is about 315 grams. So you're looking at just over 100 grams additional for the aero advantage, but also keeping that MIPS stuff. I have still not perfected the visor in terms of where it sits for me. Having no problems really getting the visor on and off anymore, but it still does just rest on the bridge of my rather large schnoz. So what that will probably mean for me is I won't run the visor on sort of long road race type things, but for crits, I'll 100% run it. A couple of questions about sunglasses, putting them in the vents. I've had no problems with that. With the flight jackets, haven't tried the draw breakers. I don't know why that was so difficult to say. For those of you guys asking about where to get these and the availability of them, they are only available in MIPS. So black and white, I'm pretty sure. I actually do particularly like the white, and as you can tell, I do the little custom thing every now and again. The price, guys, it's not cheap. So this is gonna retail for close to around $400. It does feel very premium. The build quality feels premium. The lenses in those Carl Zeiss lenses are very good. $400 is a lot of money for a helmet. Put that up against a lot of the other aero helmets, TT aero helmets, it's cheaper. So if you are looking for that all-round solution, it's certainly a pretty good solution. But yeah, as just another helmet to add to your quiver of helmets, it's gonna be pretty expensive. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that one. We took it out on the bike a bit. We're doing that a lot more in the future, building the other boys into it. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.
There's some sort of face smoothing going on here. Oh my God, we look amazing. Look at that.
Wow.
Incredible.